This, right? Because there's been so much politics surrounding this, and we're in a political season right now. And this is a quote that I read from you. I read your latest column, which is in the San Francisco Chronicle, but this quote is about GOP candidate Donald Trump. And when you said when it comes to him, the worst comes out in you. But here's part of what you wrote. You said, but the larger issue isn't Trump's viability as a candidate, troubling as that is, with the rise of the movement he represents. Every term of condemnation applied to him, bigoted, racist, sexist, xenophobic, authoritarian, mentally unbalanced, fuels the approval of his supporters. A hopelessly divided, hostile electorate has become a diseased electorate. That's the thing that should disturb us the most, because disease conditions need a cure, or else they continue to fester. So where do we go as a country to address these issues that we face as Americans?
Well, some of it is the cure, some of it is happening spontaneously. Mr. Trump very successfully ambushed, hijacked, and destroyed the Republican Party. So now there's a Republican revolt. He's not even a Republican. We don't know what he is. He makes one statement in the morning, the exact opposite statement in the afternoon, and then denies both of them in the evening. I was a co-signer with him on an ad that appeared in the New York Times supporting President Obama's efforts for climate change. Now he's taken the exact opposite stance. So, you know, when people look for a leader, they look for four things, essentially. Mm-hmm. Hope, trust, stability, and compassion. Okay, so on what front is he offering us hope? Build a wall across the Mexican border and have the Mexicans pay for it? What kind of hope is that? Trust? How can you trust somebody who changes mind every hour? Stability? You can see for yourself how much stability he has. Just watch his videos and compare what he said this morning with this afternoon. Compassion? Where is it? Ask everybody. This is a time for self-reflection. If anything, he's brought out our fears, our aggression, and in me, at least, he's made me look at me deep inside and say, am I one of those things that you just mentioned?
Well, that's what every time I ask you for advice, even if I am, you know, if there's something I'm feeling down, you always have a positive side. You're always so positive. But on this is a departure of what I normally hear from you. What brings that out what does he do to you that brings that out?
Watching his body language and seeing him aggravate fear and insecurity made me angry, and I reacted, but I'm not going to be like that again. I think we should all look at our own selves and say, am I sexist? Mm-hmm. Am I homophobic? Am I ethnocentric? Am I bigoted? Do I have even a little bit of that? If I have that, then I should honestly face it in myself, and I can bring some light to this darkness.
You also write about the responsibility of the Republican Party to their failure, you say, to deal with him. What should they have done? What could they do, in your estimation?
They should have had a stronger candidate. I mean, in hindsight, even George W. Bush looks like a rose. Mitt Romney looks like a hero. They should have had better candidates.
So then why are so many people supporting him?
In times of crisis, people react in a violent way. It's called the fight or flight response. Remember, Mussolini was elected. Remember, Hitler was elected by people in fear at times of chaos and feeling angry at the chaos that was there now. Right now, people are worried about jobs. They're worried about education for their children. They're worried about insecurity in their communities. I think any viable candidate, and I would love to see Hillary and Elizabeth Warren on a common ticket, would make double history and give an example to the world.
So, we know who you're supporting. You're a never Trumper, but you support Hillary Clinton. So thank you. I appreciate it.
For having me.
Thank you for coming in.